morning, everybody, and happy Friday. We made it. Oh, yeah. We made it. It is Friday. All day long, actually. Wow. If you're here with me in Discord or in the YouTube chat, go ahead and say what's up. We have Tango, Nick for a Tick, Davey Edge, Trader Page, Cyrus SW, Future Trading Today, Darren, Amateur Genius, Cabot, Bucky Bills, Luna, Red, Bird Flyer, Jim, Shady Lady, Air Bear, Bird HD, Angus, Frank Picano, Mike, DJ Rick, DJ Rick 305, Uncle Tatty, Sadek, Dragon Spec, Born Thor, good morning, Jay Scott, Silent and W, Anita Low, D, Trader Page, Mike, Billy. Good morning, LG. Julius. Julius is back again. Give it up for Julius. Killing it. Already up $700 this morning. Oh, my. Good morning, Ahmed. So we do have some good stuff coming out today. Good morning, Richard, Eric, Kirk, John, Wesley, Louise, Hope, Ripper Trader DB, Carl Hungus in the building, Lone Wolf, Geraldo, or Gerardo, Big L, Billy, JP, Krug, K Dogger. What's up, K Dogger? Lone Wolf, Hollywood, ooh. Good morning there, Viper. Good morning, 29 Stumps, Antonio Scott, Wicked, 3 Lines, Indian Feather, Mr. Bugs, Alec, Roselle, Love Wetlands. Good morning, Eddie's Bong. Good morning, Wit, L, Magic Mel, back in the building. Good to see you there, Mel. Vibe Trade. Good morning. So today is not the most eventful day of the week because we had FOMC this week, but it's still a very eventful day today. And who knows why? Oh, I mean, everybody's got to know why, right? Not only is it Friday, but it's a very special Friday. It's a very, very special Friday. What makes today so special? Somebody ought to know out there. Not everybody all at once, though. Almost. NFO, almost. NFP. Non-farm orals. Non-farm payrolls, that's right. It is NFP, baby. Yes, LG. He's coming back. So we do have NFP. We did have Amazon and Apple and Intel reporting after the bell. Intel, oof. Not a great earnings report. There was somebody, I think it was a Wall Street's Bets kid, put $700,000 on Intel. I don't know if it's real or not, but lost a couple ducats on that one. Could have waited till after the earnings report, got a discount price, but he didn't. Or she. Surfing finals at the Olympics? Maybe. And they should have done puts on Intel, all the issues they have been having. Yeah, those new chips. Isn't it crazy? Those new chips that they've had, is it like a firmware update or something they needed to have with these latest chips? It's just a mess. I'm happy that I don't have one of those chips in my PC right now because it's a mess. It's crazy. So, yeah, somebody put their grandma's life savings or something like that into Intel and could have waited till after the report and had discount prices, but I guess they wanted to rush on in. So, good morning from Texas, doggone. Good morning. Man, does big news slow down next week feel like these past couple have been wild? Yeah, it's like that. It's crazy. How can we find you on Discord? Let me drop the link for you. Right there. Nightbot's going to hook you up. Is that San Antonio, Texas? IQ Alpha? SATX? Morning from Germany. Hey, Daniel. Long one lot. MNQ from 682. Nice trade. Almost near the dead bottom there. Very, very nice. I love it. San Antonio. More Nick. So yeah, today, not only do we have the non-farms, but we have all of this employment data that's coming out, a lot of it. And maybe this will sway the Fed a little bit. What I did notice, though, was when I was looking at the Fed fund futures, we are now looking at a 30% chance of 50 basis points of cuts, which would kind of bring us in line with what we've seen in Bank of England and other central banks around the world. So we're looking at a 29.5% chance of 50 basis points of cuts in September's meeting, which is a month and 16 days away. So it's coming. What does that work out to be? About 47 days or so? Something like that. Again, one employment number changes this all around. I mean, I've seen crazier things happen. So yeah, I think so. I really do. Can you trade on NFP days? You could do whatever you want as long as you're trading on Topstep. I don't know about other firms out there. But on Topstep, you can trade the news. You can trade whatever you want. It's going to be dangerous. It can be very dangerous, but if you're trading on Topstep, you can do whatever you want. We are in an area of the market again where it is violently range bound. I don't want to draw this here, but there up to here. We are violently range bound right now, and that's basically for the last 5 hours. We've just been chopping between these levels here. And now we're starting to get a little bit more wound up. We're getting a little bit more excited here because NFP is going to release in 23 minutes here. So it's pretty unlikely that I'm going to take a trade before NFP simply because I want to see the reaction on NFP. I'm okay with missing a bunch of points on not having a trade on before the print because NFP is kind of a print where you could see this thing jostling 50, 100 points, sweeping both sides of the range. Kind of what we saw on what was yesterday's print that did that? There was a print that came out yesterday that did, something the same where it was just. So you have to be very careful. Unless, let's just say, the only way this works out is like, let's just say you're long from here, and then it just goes like, let's just say we're skating around here, and it goes like this, and like doesn't go down there, and then goes, and those are the correct sound effects, by the way. That's the sound the market actually makes when it's moving. And maybe you can survive like that, but I'm not going to risk it to get the biscuit. I'm just going to wait until the NFP print happens. Maybe I'll trade it. Housing? Yeah, it was housing. Okay, that makes sense. NFP loves violence. It's true. So you got to be careful. Rips, do you think they are dropping the market to strong arm Powell to cut rates? No. He's going to do whatever he's going to do. I think that if the market is actually going to move back down, then I believe that most of the large funds probably cleared their books of a lot of the tech that was heavily inflated. But I don't know if we're going to be. What if I told you like that this was the temporary bottom for the next 3 months? Wouldn't that be crazy? What if this was the temporary bottom? What if this is as low as we're going to go for the next 3 months? We don't know. NFP could be a report that shifts the market back up to the north side here, but just imagine this could be the lowest that we go for the next 3 months. It could happen. I'm not sure of it, but I'm just saying. You never know. You never know with these crazy markets. What time is the release? It's going to be in 20 minutes. 20 minutes. Ribs, how many times can I withdraw money from the Topstep Express account? As many as you want. Every 5 days of $200 in profit or more, not consecutive, any 5 days. You have 5 days of making $200 or more, request a payout. If you make 30 days of $200 or more, the account is just open season. You do whatever you want. You can withdraw whenever you want, however many times you want, however much money you want. You could even zero out the account to where it's closed. Again, it's up to you. Market sounds like lightsabers. Yeah, I've heard that before. It is a technical sound. So like when it goes up, it goes. When it goes down, it goes. Those are all technical sounds. Everyone said it was going to continue down in April as well, as we know what that led to. Yeah, This could be the lowest the market goes for the next 6 months. I don't know if that's the case. I'm not making that claim. I'm just saying you want to have an open mind when you're looking at this stuff. This could be, conversely, this could be the highest the market goes for the next 6 months. This could be the top of the market for the next 6 months. It may never see above 733 ever again. I don't know if that's true. Again, I'm just a dude on YouTube. But I'm here for it. I'm going to trade it. Try my best. But the point is that you want to keep an open mind. Be mindful when you withdraw your money, your maximum loss limit is set to 0. Correct. That is correct. So if you have, and this is why, you don't want to remove all of that money from your account. Treat it like it's your own money, because it is your own money if it's express funded, but treat it like it's your own trading account. Think about it. If you had a trading account with $10,000 in it and you made you traded for 2 weeks, you made $5,000, you got $15,000 in the account. Well, you probably want to withdraw $2,000, $1,000. You want to build a cushion so you can trade bigger, trade more, have some cushion for drawdown. Because guess what? In trading, you are going to have drawdown days. You're going to have losing days. There's nothing you can do about it. Is Intel the canary in the coal mine? I don't know. I would think that we would have to have more of the, if LRCX was also really bad, or ARM was really bad, Qualcomm was really bad. Yeah, maybe. I don't know if Intel is. Intel is the worst trader stock in the world, in my opinion. I've never looked at Intel and been thinking to myself, boy, I wish I was trading options on this thing. Intel has never really been a trader's stock. But does it signify where the market's going to go? I don't think so. Personally, that's just my take on things. I don't really think so. Their problems are not temperature on what's going on in the rest of the world. Their problems are significant and related only to their company, in my opinion. So no, I don't believe that. Do you need to have 5 days of $200 before every payout, or just for your first payout? For every single payout until you get to 30 days of $200 or more. Once you total 30 days, it's your world. You can do whatever you want. Like right now, my live account has well over 30 winning days. I could zero out my live account if I wanted to. I'm not going to. But let's say I wanted to withdraw $200 from it today, and then on Tuesday I wanted another $300, and then next Friday I wanted $600 or $10,000 or whatever the case. I could do that. It's my account because I've breached the threshold or crossed the threshold of 30 days of $200 or more. Ribs, can you explain why the NAS is so volatile right now compared to previous months? Different participants in the market had to scale down. There's lower liquidity, which makes it a lot easier to blast through certain levels. For instance, let's just say that it's a very thick market, and from here to here is 200,000 contracts. I'm just using whole numbers here. Well, you're going to have to find 200,000 buyers of contracts, somebody who wants to buy 200,000 contracts to get through that area. We're not in that right now. Instead, we have, let's just say 1,000 contracts. Again, whole numbers, not real though. A lot easier to get through 1,000 contracts versus 200,000 contracts. So you can move the market around a lot quicker, easier, faster, harder, better, faster, stronger. NVIDIA being probed by the Justice Department, 2 separate reports say, I haven't seen that. Let me see if I have anything about that. Let me see here. Oh, yes, look at that. Antitrust, interesting. Those really kind of, I doubt anything will come of that. Rival company complaints. Yeah. They're wealthy enough to be able to withstand that. I don't understand how the withdraw and drawdown works. If I have 50K accounts, I can make 10K. I can take out 5. Sounds about right. What part are you confused on? When you get an express funded account, they make it really easy to understand because your balance starts at $0. So you know exactly how much profit you have. They don't give you your balance is 50. Now do some math. Mark says they passed a 100K combine in Globex. What's up, Mark? There you go. As your professional data fee deducted from your balance or pay separately, it comes out of my credit card. Does not come out of my balance. So I actually get cash back on that bad dogger. Woo! Big money. I get like $2 a month cash back. Do you know what I could do with that kind of money? I could make a collect call using 1-800-COLLECT. What happens to the negative 2,000 drawdown? I think you know, right? It's still there. Your account would be in the negative. Good morning. Happy Friday, Lucky Cat. Good to see you. I think the rules are probably the easiest to understand across all prop firms, in my opinion. Wow, Davy Edge. Holy, are you serious right now? Give it up for Davy Edge. Up 2.2K in their express funded. Was that mostly Globex trading? You dirty dog. Yeah, all the rules are the same that you have in your combine, but the difference is that your balance starts at 0. Just relax and make money. That's it. Take some good trades, make some money. The rest comes into place. If you're sitting there and you're like psyching yourself up, you're at 4 days of $200. You're like going to that 5th day. I didn't even make $200. I've seen it happen before. Those are the people who are blowing their accounts. Desperation does not mix well with trading. If you're desperate, you shouldn't even be trading in the first place. Take my advice on that. When I didn't have any money, I wasn't trading. That was the last thing on my mind. I grew up very, very poor. I was never interested in being a day trader when I was really, really poor. Desperation and trading do not mix. I'm telling you right now. Can you explain your process for collecting XFAs again? If you already have 5, how do you stack past combines? Do you need to pay the activation and they are on the bench at that point? No, you don't have to pay anything. If you have 5 active XFAs, your combines just sit there. You don't have to pay a dime. Now, let's say you lose an XFA. Now you have 4 XFAs. All of those combines on the bench start a 30-day clock. Unless you pay for the activation fee on one, now the clock is stopped. There's no 30-day clock because you have 5 active XFAs. Let's say you lose 3 XFAs. Now you activate 3 more combines off the bench. Clock is still stopped because you have 5 active XFAs. Is that clear? Does that make sense? Ribs, I'm seeing a higher probability of the downside today with the first target at 18,609 and a second target at 18,322. Quarterly open is at 18,500. Thanks for that. We'll see what happens, what NFP has to bring in 12 minutes here. These kids nowadays will never know what it's like to having to call 1-800-COLLECT to make a call to send a message when you down have 25 cents. Right? You have a collect call from, hey, Mom, I'm at the park. Come pick me up. So you need to continue to pay those combine monthly fees. No. They're past. You don't pay anything. You did it. Take your hand, reach behind, give yourself a pat on the back. Got 5 past XFAs. They're live. Got a whole bench of combines. You don't pay monthly for that. You're done. You did it. And then when you don't have 5 active XFAs, pay for the activation fee. Now it's an XFA. There's no monthly fee. No. Just chill. Relax. You have 5 XFAs and pass another combine. You put it on hold. That's right. It just sits there. Just chills. Just hangs out on the bench. Just sits there and it stares you in the eye and it's like, hey, whenever you're ready, you can put me in, coach. You're like, I'm chill right now. I got 5 active XFAs. It's all good. You don't have to worry about it. Just sits on the bench. Remember that song? Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play. That's what it's sitting there and telling you. But if you have 5 active XFAs, you just chill. You just can chill. No monthly fees. You did it. It's passed. Is the live account balance the same as the XFA account, or do they move your profit and that's your balance for the live? So let's just say that you have an XFA account and you're trading really well on it. Keep in mind, there's no like magical threshold that if you cross a certain number, they're going to move you over to live. People think there is, but technically there's not. People think that there's a magic number out there. But if the risk management team knows that you're not a very good trader and they know that you've been very lucky, they don't want to move you to live. Why would they want to do that? They don't want your nonsense lucky trades. So if you think about it, let's just say that you're a really good trader and they're watching you. You've made like 40K in your XFAs. Well, they're going to take that balance and they're going to say, hey, congrats. We want to move you over to a live account. Now, here's the question. You're up $40,000. You can take $20,000 into your bank account and we'll put $20,000 in a live account for you, or whatever you want. You can move up to 50% of your balance out to your bank account. Or you could say, hey, I only want to take $2,000. Let's go ahead and move $38,000 in my live account. It's your world, but you could take up to 50%. If it's been more than 30 days, I mean, you could just say, I don't want to go to live and just give me all my money. I'm done. I Rips have 3 XFA and I try to make $200 a day. Congrats. That's good. But trade the trades in front of you. Rips, if I have a past combine and the rebuild is coming up, do you have to pay the activation fee before the rebuild date? No. Just chills. There's no rebuild. It's past. It's over. Party's over. Unless you don't have 5 active XFAs. Remember, the count only happens when you have 5, if you have less than 5 active XFAs. XFAs you could hold once you pay them. Correct. You do have to make 1 trade every 30 days. But that can be flipping a contract if you want. They can keep you in Express forever. Yeah, sure. There was a trader who made, $200,000 and then they lost $160,000 in 4 days. That's called a flash in the pan. That's called getting really lucky. And that's why they didn't move that trader to live, because they can see the trades. They could see that this is not a good trader. This is somebody who got lucky, somebody who's YOLOing 75 contracts. We don't want that person in live. The risk management team snuffed that out. They smelled that and they said, smells like lucky garbage. We don't want that trader in live. I bet you they're going to lose money. And then they gave them 4 days of trading and they blew $160,000. Oops. That's not a good trader. That's a gambler. They don't want those people on live. That's why when people are like, why are you trading your live account? Well, because I don't think the market's presenting opportunities that are worth a live trade. Recently it has been. Recently I've been trading my live account. Recently I've been doing well with it. But I'm not rushing into the market every day to just trade my live account because some knuckleheads on YouTube are saying, well, you trade your live account. That's not how it works. My money, my live account, and I want to do Topstep proud. I want to make money for Topstep. I want to make money for me. There you go. Funniest thing is he blamed it on trying to get on the leaderboard. Yeah, I mean, they were saying a whole mess of things. They were saying a whole mess of things there. They're like, oh, there's that account I don't even care about. It was the funniest thing. Like, I'm the greatest trader on Topstep. My name's I'm the greatest trader ever on Topstep. And then like they blew $160,000 in 4 days. They're like, I didn't really care about Topstep that much. I wasn't even trying. I try on these other prop firms instead. That's why I have so much respect for Dakota, because he's not a flash in the pan. He's a real amazing trader. He's somebody who can actually put up the numbers consistently. He has like a down day where he loses $10,000 and then the next 4 days he makes $20,000 every single day. That's the difference between a real trader and flash in the pan. Was the apprehension about trading live versus an XFA not poking fun? Just curious about the psychology of it. There's no apprehension. It's whether or not I think there's a good opportunity where I want to put real capital in the market or not. Sometimes I feel like, I'm a little bit distracted if I'm streaming, and I'd much rather take those live trades when I'm just trading in my Discord with our family in here. It's a lot more chill that way. Yesterday we had some fun. Market wasn't doing what I wanted it to do. We still squeaked out $1,200. Could have made $70,000, $80,000, but The market just wanted to keep on popping up 60 points every time I was short. And then finally, when I locked it up, the market said, oh, Rips is gone. We're going to stop doing those pops and we're just going to send it straight down. I had 5 contracts on in like the 400 or 500s. That was a $70,000 trade if I leave that trade on. And I had that idea in my mind. I was trying to hold on a short trade there, but the market was like, no. We got to keep popping it up every single 5 minutes here. 100-point whips to the north side here. If you're in lower liquidity markets and get better fills in sim, then live, is it an issue to be trading sim, taking advantage of sim fills, or is the sim environment so good it doesn't matter? It's definitely harder in a thinner market to get fills on live, but I mean, you're trading so small in these live accounts. You're not trading hundreds of contracts. You're trading 15 contracts tops. In my live account, I'm not trading more than 5 contracts usually, because 5 contracts is $1,000 every 10 points. It's plenty of money. Let's see here, by the way, on what the previews are, since we have this coming out in 4 minutes here. So non-farms, we are expecting 175,000 versus 206,000 prior. So a lower print would probably be good for the market. Let me go ahead and turn on my hotkeys just in case. I wish I had Dakota's discipline and headspace during trading. He can lose 20K and won't blink an eye. Doesn't faze him because he knows he can make it back. I'll lose 500, get angry. If you spend a lot of time doing this, it'll get better. I used to be in the same boat, get very emotional about losses, but then you take enough of them, you take some big outsized losses, and then kind of find your groove where it's like, oh, yeah, it's part of trading. You and Dakota were traders before Topstep. I feel a lot of these flash traders are playing a prop game. Yeah, there's a lot of people who do this whole like, oh, I'm flipping accounts. I've never flipped accounts. I've always traded my own money before props, and there's no flipping an account unless you're flipping out of control and losing your money. Quick scalper gambler, have more fun in day like yesterday rather than who's focused on technical analysis. I mean, it's all dependent on your take, I guess. 2.5 minutes now. Wow, the market is already so thin. Is anybody actually in a trade right here and now? Does anybody have any risk on? Do you only trade NQ? No, but I do enjoy trading it. Of course, not smart. Look at this. We got some smart people in here. Flat. Nope. No. Negative. Good. Too scared. It's not scared. It's like when you're leaning over the edge of a building, you get that feeling in your stomach. That's your genes trying to tell you, hey, don't fall off there. It's that feeling in your stomach. So that fear is good. Long euro, but from 7th of July. There you go. Long-term, nice swing trade there. I heard the 220K guy is tilted and he blind shorted hoping it'd continue down. Yeah, I mean, can't do that stuff. Market will punish you. Got to be patient. Got to wait for your setups. Got to trade like Dakota. Dakota is a masterful trader. Also, I want to see what's up with this Rafa guy. He's been on the leaderboard and he's been killing it. That guy. I want to see more of his story. I want to see more of his trades and everything. But as it stands, I got a lot of respect for him too. Because I feel like he's been hanging around on the leaderboard, not a flash in the pan like these other knuckleheads. Yeah, I think Rafa's very impressive. I just want to see more of his style. I want to get more insight into his, if he's willing to share. If not, it's his world, you know. He doesn't have to share anything. If he has a strategy he doesn't want to divulge to the world, that's his prerogative. Interesting. So Rafa's from SMB. Interesting. All right. Let's see what we can do here. Go Ninja Trader. This is going to be wild. I want to see if we can catch a little bit of the afterglow. Just remember, if you try to get a fill on this, you're probably not going to get the fill that you want because it's going to be moving so fast. They're going to be having big spreads in this the moment this print hits. Remember, we are looking for 175,000 is the print we're looking for non-farms. 175,000. Prior read was 206. So let's see if we get an outlier print. Watch 250K prints. Woo. SMB is a prop firm that primarily focuses on small caps, if I'm not mistaken. Mike Bellaforet or whatever. Oh, there it is. Look at this spin cycle right now. Look at this. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look at this print. Oh my God, what a washing machine. It's like printing 80 and then 710. Oh my God. Okay, now we're finally getting some movement here. Oop. Ooh, this is dangerous. Do I want to dance with the devil here? I'm going to try to dance with the devil. Oh, this is dangerous. This is dangerous. It's not breaking 600s yet. Or will it? Will it break 600s? Yes, it will. Oh, can it hold the break though? All right, I'm going to peel off a little bit there. I pulled out a little bit. It's dangerous. Danger. Talking about danger. I made $936. Get on the flow. What was the print? Good question. It wasn't good. 114,000. That's the lowest print since 2020. Oh my. Yeah, even if you were short though, you probably got knocked around. Oh, NFP. You're so crazy. Yeah, I guess somebody knew something, right? Can we try to get a one guy in here and then move our stop up like there? Let's see. I'm dancing here. I'm trying to dance a little bit. We're still weak under 600s for now. For now are the famous words here. My book map is very slow here too. This is dangerous. Very dangerous. Gold is spiking here. Danger. A lot of people covering down here too, which is interesting. Whole mess of folks covering. Which again is still interesting to me. Why are you covering down here? What do you see? There's a 570 break. Gosh, bookmap is so slow down here too. There's your 560s. There we go. There's the dumpacito. Take that out right there. That's a little flushacito I wanted. What does that put us up at? $4,500. One lot. Hey, one lot. How about that? You like the mystical song there? Carving the Lane. Danger! That was a great song. Get on the flow! Mystical was great. He'd just scream at you for a song. Shake it fast. Watch yourself. Just screaming at you. Like, I'm just trying to listen to your songs here, my friend. You had some bangers. Whatever happened to Mystical? Closing the day, 17K on the exit. Let's go, Raphael. You dirty dog, you. Is he still in jail? He went to jail? Oh, no. Probably shouted at the wrong person. He was probably just like one day heading into the bank and like just, you know, casually just trying to make a withdrawal from his account. And like his song like popped into his head and he's like, get on the flow. And they're like, oh my God, he's robbing the place. And he got arrested. That's why he's in jail. Oh, he's sexual assault. Oh, that's not good. That was close. Yeah, it was pretty close. Oh, dear. Well, hey, congrats to anybody. Let's get a little temperature on the room. Did anybody nail that print? Drop a W in chat if you nailed that. I'm curious because that wasn't easy. It was tricky. It kept on looking like it was going to pop like a mother scratcher. DJ Rick got it. LG got it. Nice. ChemDog, nice. You got it. Looks like you can only do market orders on Topstep. Interesting. Got smoked. Yeah, I mean, don't worry, though. I mean, it's a tough print. If you got smoked, it's a tough print. It's not easy. This is not like, oh, yeah, it's so simple. No news trading too crazy. See, I like that. See, Nick for a Tick, by the way, Nick for a Tick has been on the leaderboard. He's another one. Very strong trader who's been on the leaderboard for a very long time. Staying power is what it's all about. He is a very talented trader, but think about what he just said. He's like, oh, I'm not trading the news. Oh, what? What do you mean? Why are you trading the news, bro? Man, why do you trade it? Well, because it's not his trade. He wants to wait. He wants to be patient, right? Yeah, we are down 2.5% before the open, which means what? It's time to boot, scoot, and rally. Is VIX finally up to 21 here? Oh, my. Let's go see the VIX. It's finally doing stuff, huh? Hey, look at that. The VIX is back. Make the VIX great again. Yeah, look at that. We're back, baby. Give us some sweet, juicy volatility. Give us some fear. We are so back. What's up with the 1 hour in VIX? Ooh, we're double topping in the VIX. So this is it. We're going to go straight up from here. The VIX isn't real. That's Mr. Nick for a Tick's line. How's gold doing? Oh, we're coming lower, by the way. We covered about 50 points ago. Apple's straight down. Tesla's straight down. Tesla's gunning for 200. I'd really like to see NVIDIA back into double-digit land. Not because I want people to lose money, just because I want some activity, some action. ChemDog Combine locked up. Nice. Is VIX in the room with us right now? Yeah. Captured the second move. See, if you missed the first move, you got the second move. There's so many moves to be had. There's all sorts of goodness that you can have. Even if you miss the first move, there's a second move. There's probably a fifth move coming. This is the S&P, by the way. Oh, my. Straight down. S&P 25 down to, 54.25 down to 53.80. Woof. Hot dog. 1.4K locked in, another 1.5 in the works. Nice, Mr. Black Notebook. Way to go. That's what I'm talking about. Ribs, what's good, brother? Favorite restaurant in Vegas I got to go to? SW's incredible. Well, what do you like? What's your cuisine of choice? What's your cuisine du jour? Whatever that means. If you like steak, I think SW is your move. If you like, what do you like? Italian? Oh, well, I'm going to an Italian spot tonight. But, come on. Carbone, if you like Italian. Carbone is where it's at. And Carbone in Vegas is better than the other Carbones out there. Go to Carbone. Get the veal parm. Get the spicy rig. Tableside Caesar. Hey, Coach Jay in the building. What's that spot and when you go to? For which cuisine? I go to a lot of spots at the Wynn. I love it all. I love all the spots at the Wynn. SW is very good for a steakhouse. It's on the Lake of Dreams. Rips, you called? Wait, what do you mean I called? What do you mean? Where did I call? He's calling me. Oh, I get it now. Sorry, a little slow this morning. Drinking, cheating on Celsius. Got some Omni energy over here. All right, first bounce of the extension to the downside means that some folks are saying we ought to cover shorts here. I don't know if these are buyers yet. It's tough to tell when we have a print like that. We have to clear over 18,580 for this to be some panicking shorts that are saying, oh, we might be a little bit overextended to the downside here. And look at that. NVIDIA said we're not breaking 100 yet. Might have to wait for the open. Can I answer your question there, Davey? Yeah, cool. SW is very good at the Win, but yeah, check out Carbone. Yo, look at that. A-Trade's up $1,000 in their express funded. That's what I'm talking about. My man. Let's go. Nancy's still on the bid. Oh, yeah, she's bottom fishing for sure. We tapped 100 evens on the eve of the 31st. I can't believe it's already August. Crazy. When do kids go back to school? Is that like mid-August? I remember we did back to school in like September back in the day. Somebody came in with 750 million buy. You know, it's like yesterday when I was like, oh, they're holding this. I was shorting into this thing, and somebody came in the NQ and like bought like 2,500 contracts. It was so annoying. Is it good Carbone in Vegas? It's the best. I mean, it's one of my favorite spots. Carbone in Vegas. That is the spizzy. 5380 again, back on the S&Ps here. We have plenty of day left to trade, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget that. Don't cheat yourself. Do remember we have a lot of time in the market left for today. There's not a lot of news coming out. That was it. I mean, we had a bunch of employment numbers, but nobody cares about it. People care about the non-farms. Obviously, unemployment rate matters. Average hourly earnings matter. In fact, I want to get the numbers on the average hourly earnings. 0.2%, so down, and 3.6% over year over year. Unemployment rate, 4.3%, highest since 2021. Labor market in trouble. That's good news for Powell. Good reason to drop some rates. Kick up the economy here. Inflation is definitely lagging a bit because it ought to be coming down. This is the beginning of the end. Are you a lobster or steak person? ¿Por qué no los dos? Shouldn't that news have been good for stocks? No. Yeah, that hot NFP is not good for the market right now. Bonds jump big. Exactly. There you go. Did you have your computer custom made? I made it myself. Built it myself. I enjoy it. I enjoy building my own computers. But if you were going to have somebody else build it for you, there's one company that I always recommend to everybody. I'm not affiliated with them, but I always will recommend them. And if you're looking for a good trading PC, this is who I recommend. Main Gear. I have no affiliation with them. They just make really solid builds. And in fact, a couple people in the MC got them. And if you're one of those people and you're listening, are you enjoying your Main Gear? Did you build your own keyboard? No. I'm not a keyboard person. I'm not a big keyboard fanatic. I have the Steel Series Apex. It's very good. Built from CyberPower. CyberPower's, it's here or there. There's a lot of people who get conned by Falcon Northwest because they bought all the keywords for trading computer. They are the most overpriced, poorly built garbage PCs on the planet. Do not get conned by them. It's horrible. Those are trash bags. Don't ever do that. I think it's Falcon Northwest. Let me Google for trading computer. It's like, or tradingcomputers.com. Yikes. I think it was Falcon Northwest, but yeah, it's one of these. Yeah, Falcon Northwest. There you go. Oh, God, those are bad. Blech. Blech. Sorry if you work for that company, but get your act together. They suck. I'm kidding. I'm sure they're great. How's iBuyPower? They're hit or miss. Tell us how you really feel. I mean, I can have my own opinion on things, right? ASMR on these vomit noises is top notch. That's what I use for my stop field now. We talked about it yesterday. That lady gives me anxiety. So I changed my stop field to bleh. NZXE, not bad. A little bit pricey for what you're getting. Telling you, Main Gear is like, you're paying little sauce on top. But it's worth it. Your computer actually works when it arrives from shipping. They pack it well. They do their cabling management really, really well. Does ES on bookmap look bullish? Well, let's see. No, we have overhead supply at 53.91, and until they snap that out, I don't think so. We have to handle business there. It's a lot of contracts up there. Ooh, Digital Storm, they're not bad. A little bit pricey, but there's a lot of good companies out there. There's just a lot that you should avoid as well. Build your own is the best way to go. Yeah, but there's some people who just, building computers now is so much easier than what it was, I don't know, in the 90s and 80s. They make it really easy now. Like plugging in, like all the cabling matches. Remember back in the day, dip switches? Weren't dip switches fun? Oh, man. That was just... Building computers back in the day was not as fun as it is now. It's way easier now. Way easier now, but some people still struggle with it a little bit. What do you look at on bookmap when taking trades, the bubbles or the levels? All of the above. Time and sales, bubbles, levels, context. Just saw that on Topstep X. You can have it show your fills on the chart. Where have I been? Oh, it's been around for like 2 months now. I need to fade myself today. Why? Don't tell me you tried to go long on that flush. Or just take a break, you know? It's not an easy day of trade. You can always just take a break and lock it in. Would call our dumb friends dips. That's funny. Need new computer rips? Do you have a referral code? No, I don't. I have no affiliation with them. But any of those ready to game, you find what your budget is, and I promise you that whatever your budget is going to work for your trading computer. You got $1,000 to spend near 1,000. If you just want to spend $3,000, spend near $3,000. I'm confused. Was Rip serious about the Falcon company? Yeah, they're way overpriced for what you get. There's so many better options out there. They just are good at buying the marketing around trader keywords. There's also tradingcomputers.com. They're good at bidding on those keywords, and then, you know, there's a lot of folks who are electronic traders who have no idea about computers or parts or who makes what. They have no idea. And so they take advantage of that. They'll give you second-rate garbage parts at name brand prices. How many screens do I trade with? 3. I will post it on my Instagram right now. Let me find it here. I will post the picture on my Instagram, as I have in the past. I'm going to post it on my story right now. So if you want to see my setup, it's on my story. I mean, this is from my old house, but there you go. It's on my Instagram story right now. I believe that worked. Did that not work? Oh, you dirty dog. Hold on. There it is. Yeah, it's posted. There you go. Aventus says, go full margin, Rips. You first. I'll watch you. Go ahead. Nice. Yeah, there you go. That's how can I find you on IG? Watch this. It's going to pop up right here. Just wait for it. You just got to give it a nice little rub right here. Just give it a nice little pet. There we go. Twitter and Instagram right there at Selling Rips. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram. It's also the way that you win giveaways, win free accounts from win free months at Clubhouse. Follow me there. Rips just cracked a Cosmic Vibe Celsius for you. What's your rating on that, Lake? Do you like it? I love it. I want some more of it. It's very good. It's one of my favorite flavors right now, actually. Between that and like strawberry watermelon or whatever, watermelon lemonade or something like that. Yeah, get a new... wow, we are pushing that back up here. I think we took out that liquidity. Plus 2K locking up that combine. Moving on to the next. Nice one, Purple Tag. Way to go. That's what I'm talking about. Good stuff. This is bookmap, by the way. Let's look at the S&P. We cracked out those... Yeah. We took 4,000 contracts right here. Somebody said, all right, well, we're not going any lower, so I'm just going to cover my short from way up high. What size XFA do you trade? I only trade the 150K accounts only. Only. I don't trade... I mean, as a goof, I traded the 50K Topstep X combines. Monday or Tuesday. But I even said when I was trading those, I was like, I don't want to pass these things. And the market gods were listening. They're like, all right, here you go. We're not going to let you pass them. But I only trade the 150K accounts. That's what I like to trade. Anyone catch that 3,000 contracts on S&P? That was a big one. Are we going to give back the whole move now is the question. We are driving here. You are seeing some overhead supply getting filled. What do you mainly look at while watching bookmap? All of the above. Literally all of the above. I'm looking at everything. I'm looking at time and sales. Context matters. And again, we talked about this at the beginning of the week. Everybody's always looking for like the shortcut. Everybody just wants the thing is that I look at the bubble, and when the bubble says 6, I press the buy button. If it says 5, I press the sell button. And then I go home because it's just that easy. I'm looking at the liquidity that's being pulled and added to the market. Either liquidity is being removed or liquidity is being added. And then I'm looking at key levels. I'm looking at how that liquidity is being exchanged. Are there icebergs at a certain key level? How is the reaction on a newsprint? Everything matters. It's all contextual. Like imagine watching the Super Bowl and saying, well, if the first team that throws a pass connects that pass, are they the ones who win the Super Bowl? What? It's identical to that question. So if you're watching the Super Bowl and the red team completes their first pass, they win the Super Bowl, right? Doesn't exactly work like that. Every single piece of information matters, and we have to decode that information as traders. That's how that works. If it was easy, boy, we'd be all trillionaires, wouldn't we? Rips your PC, Intel or AMD? Intel, baby. Not a big AMD person. I have a 14900K, 128 gigs of DDR5, an RTX 4090, and a couple M2 drives. Richard says, going to chill today. I'm tired from this week, a little burnt out. See, that's listening to yourself right there. So my best advice to you, Travis, would be to record your bookmap sessions and go back and watch them with the gift of hindsight. That's how I train myself on bookmap. You go back, you watch your sessions with the gift of hindsight, knowing that this was a big thing that happened in the market, and then you watch how it looked on bookmap. Watch it at slow speed, watch it at normal speed, and start to train your eyes. It's going to take a while, but you're going to start to understand that when certain things happen, you're going to start to have a little bit of pattern recognition going off. And if your brain is not good at pattern recognition, it's probably not going to work. But over time, you're going to start to understand, okay, when I see this, there's some bells that go off in my head. And with the context of what's going on in the market right now, I can probably have a good assumption that the market's about to do this. Or nothing at all. Or it's just a waste of your time and tool means nothing, does nothing, just throws you false positives. For about a year of me using bookmap, it was nothing but false positives. I thought there was something going to happen, and it was just the idea of that, oh, this is going to happen, this is going to happen. Didn't work. For games, AMD is better. I disagree. Intel's always been better for me. I'm not a big fan of AMD. One of my buddies who's like an overclocking person, they love to overclock their PC. It's like they just buy a PC just to overclock it and try to get better 3D Mark scores. That's like their favorite thing to do. They're big on AMD. I'm not. Oh, we are driving back up here. So we have to stay away from Topstep X until their data feed resumes working. I don't understand what the heck they're doing. I don't know. Lucky Cat says nothing can replace time in the market experience. Can't rush it, but it's worth it 100%. The more you try to rush, the harder it becomes. Much harder when you're rushing versus taking your time, being patient. And this is why I say if you're a desperate trader, probably not going to work out that well for you. If you go into the market every single day with desperation saying, oh, I just need to make $200 today so I can get this friggin' payout. All my bills are racking up. Oh, this is just, you're not going to do well. Maybe you get lucky, but overall, you're probably not going to do well. I work at Intel and I'm here right now. Nice. That's awesome. Your chips are fire. Your earnings report, not so great, but I will continue to buy your chips. Joe Fox says Topstep X is fine for me. Well, hey, if it's working for some of you folks, that's good. 3 bars reversal chat. Just got that long. Nice work for you there, fam. LG says, used to want to rush it and calm down, and it goes way better. Yeah, it's very true. The more you try to push the issue, the more the market will push back on you, and you get smoked. The hardest part for me is learning what works for me. I've learned what hasn't worked. I believe I'm moving forward. It's true. I mean, again, if you're rushing that process, it's going to take forever. But if you just let things happen and you have an open mind and you try to be as docile in your emotional state as possible. It's, again, I always used to say, oh, try to trade like an algorithm. That's an impossibility. You can't trade like an algorithm. We're humans. We have emotions. We get emotional reactions. But over time, those emotional reactions become less and less impactful on your trading. The emotions will start to be less and less impactful on your decision-making process, and you'll be more laser focused on what your process is. And that's where you want to be as a trader. Just made my first day's $200 for my brand new XFA. Let's go, Julius. On fire right now. For this whole week, I feel like you've been on fire, Julius. Does that sound about right? You know what the best emotional state or the best mindset is with the market? I'm going to focus on taking really good trades, and I'm going to live with the result regardless. Because here's the thing. If you can look back after you took a trade and it's a losing trade, you should be able to say to yourself, it met my criteria for a setup. I executed on the trade really well, and I'm going to live with the result. In this case, it's a loss, right? That shouldn't affect your emotions. You shouldn't be sitting there like, oh, I can't believe I lost. It's like with poker. If I have pocket aces and go all in pre-flop and somebody has pocket kings and they spike a king on the flop, I don't sit there and cry about it. I had a good percentage chance to win that hand, but I lost. Those are the breaks. That's how it works. But I promise you, if you're focusing more so on that process factor versus, oh, I should have won that trade. Well, you didn't, pumpkin. Move on. Now, here's the other side of that coin. You took a trade, you lost the trade, but then you realize, I probably shouldn't have taken that trade in the first place. That's how we refine our process. We journal that and we say, well, I don't want to take trades like that anymore. And we remove those types of trades from our trading arsenal, repertoire, whatever you want to call it. But just focus on taking good trades. Stop focusing on, I need to make $200 in a day. I need to do this to pass. I need to do this. There was somebody who was, there's been multiple people that I've seen that they have been trading combines without passing for over a year now. And there's one thing that sticks out amongst that group. They are all so focused on passing that combine. They are not focused on their trades. They are instead focused on, I'm only $100 away from passing. I just need to make $100 really quick. It's like, is there a trade? You know what happens more often than not when I'm passing combines? I'm passing by like shooting over $500 because I'm not usually passing in 2 days. My average passing time for a combine is like 8 or 9 days. But on that final day, I'm usually overshooting. Like the last group of combines that I passed, it was like I overshot by like $1,200. And I wasn't even paying attention. I mean, I could have cut it earlier. I'm sure it was probably not smart for me to not pay that much attention to it. But I remember I look over and I'm like, whoa, I'm almost at 160 G's in these bad dogs. Or I'm over 160 G's. These 150K accounts, you only need 159K to pass. That is if you're, maintaining the consistency rule. But if you're focused on, I need to pass this combine, it's going to take you so much longer. And it's one of those things that you don't realize until after the fact. You'll be doing this, you'll be struggling for 3 months, and you'll look back and say, dang, if I would have just paced myself and just took it easy and just focused on taking really good trades, I would have probably passed this thing in 3 weeks. Here I am 3 months into the journey, and I'm still struggling over here. I'm trying. Well, that's the problem. Stop trying to pass the combine and just focus on taking super good trades. That's it. And the thing is about really good trades doesn't mean that they're all going to be winning trades, but it does mean that after that you take that trade, you can look back at that trade and say, would I take it again? That's how you should measure whether or not you're doing the right thing. If you can look back and say, would I take that exact same trade again? And the answer is yes. And you lost that trade. Good for you. Because guess what? You're going to have losing trades. It's not a big deal to have losing trades. It's part of trading. There's so many phenomenal traders out there that have like a 40%, 50%, 60% win rate. What does that mean? That means that even with a 60% win rate, 4 times out of 10 trades, you're losing. And if you can't handle that and you're getting all emotional because you're shooting 60%, well, maybe trading's not for you. Just focus on taking really good trades. You know, I had another person that contacted me that I was working with, and they said, you know, I missed my setup and I'm so disappointed. I said, well, why'd you miss your setup? They said, well, because I was up on the day and I didn't want to go down. Well, that's not being true to yourself as a trader. I always stop if I don't have mental capital left to spend, right? But if I'm still sitting there and I have mental capital left to spend, like yesterday, I got worn out really quickly by the market. And I know my own mental capital after doing this for so long. When I don't have mental capital, I don't trade anymore because then my execution goes down, my reads on the market go down. I'm just not very good for the rest of that session or for that time period until I take a break. But if you have mental capital left to spend in the market and you're focused and you see your setup and you decide, oh, I'm not going to take my setup because I don't want to go red on the day, well, you're cheating yourself. What if you don't see that same exact setup for the next 3 weeks? And then that setup would have made you like your best trade of the quarter. Don't cheat yourself. If you have mental capital to be spending and you're actively watching the market, participating, you see your setup, take it. Doesn't matter if you go from green on the day to the red on the day. If you have mental capital to be spending and you took a trade that's your setup, those are the breaks. The more that you condition yourself to focus on the market this way, and the more you're focusing on, I just want to take good trades. And you're evaluating each trade that you take in your journal and you're saying, was that a good setup? Okay, the answer is yes. Was it a losing trade? Oh, yeah, it was. But it's okay. Now we start to remove the emotions from the process and we're like, we're now progressing as a trader. Ran into that yesterday. Took me a few to realize I was sucking before I stopped. Yeah, you got to know your own feel, right? And that comes with time and experience in the market. American Pride says, I have a 30% win rate, but average 3-to-1 profit ratio. I will lose for days and smash one out of the park as long as I don't hit my personal daily loss limit. I'm consistently profitable doing this. There you go. My problem is to not hold longer. One of the things that you can do is measure your setup before you take it and have an active TP that you're looking at. Locked out of my 100K combine. Nice work there, Rocket Beats. Way to go. Steven got their first XFA today. Congratulations. It's quite the accomplishment there. All right, let's see here. We are at 200. Well, we're at 400 likes. If we get up to 500 likes, we will do a poll. When we get up to, what did I say? 900 likes. We get up to 900 likes, we'll do some giveaways. And I'll do it at 900, 1100, and 1300 likes. We'll do some giveaways. How many contracts should I trade on a 50K? Trade in the minis. I'm sorry, trade in the micros. Trade in the micros. Start with one micro and see how it works. And go from there. All right, let's get those likes pumped up. I'll be right back with you, folks. And we're back. Look at that. We got 500 likes, so let's do a poll here. Will Q end the day above or below, let's say 18,600. Number keeps rapidly changing here, by the way. Above, below. We'll do happy Friday. Okay. There's the poll. Vote with honesty, please. Gotta get my Blue Mountain over here. That's the good stuff right there. Hey, Rips, the announcement on August 1st you mentioned last week, is it still a possibility? What's the announcement? I have no idea what you're talking about. I've already forgot it. I find it absolutely necessary for me, as I would blow a combine in 10 seconds flat without it while in tilt mode. Yeah, tilt's a nasty thing. I used to be the master of tilt, in the sense that I would always be on tilt. Then you take that aggression out on the market. Doesn't work. How you see adding contract when you're losing a trade to break even or a winner? If I'm in a losing trade, I'm closing the trade. If the trade isn't doing what I want, I'm closing the trade. But if there's a pullback, I'm getting that at bargain prices. Because my P&L is currently red in a trade doesn't mean that I'm losing the trade. It means that my original entry was anticipating that we were probably going to break higher, or if I'm short, lower. Now, if I get a pullback and I still think the trade thesis is intact, I'm going to be adding to that. I'm not adding to a trade to try to get back to break even. That's ridiculous. That's absurd. If you're doing the same, that's not... if the trade is going against you and you're adding because now you're like, oh, okay, well, now I just need to go back to break even and I can get out of this trade. That's stupid. That's not trading. That's gambling. But if the trade is pulling back and the trade thesis is still intact, for instance, let's go over to the chart here. For instance, let's just say that I'm short and I'm using this area. Oh, come on, stupid thing. Let's say that I'm using, oh my good God, there we go, pen tool. Let's say I'm using this. I'm shorting here because I'm thinking that this is going to be a failure point to take it back down. The price pops up to here, and now I'm using this as my next point of resistance. I'm going to add up here because I still think that the market's going to roll back down. It's not because I'm hoping that it gets back here and I'm going to go to break even. This is not my trade setup, but I'm just saying, like, if we were to use that type of setup, I'm looking to add up here. And then if it's breaking higher, I'm going to close that trade. I'm not going to look to up here probably, right? But there's your example. I'm looking for that to break back lower. That's what I'm looking at. It's having optimism on the wrong side of things. Yeah, I like to talk about that too, in the sense that you should be turning that on its head. You have all of the courage in the world when you're red in a trade, but then you lack that courage when you're green on a trade. You can't wait to get out of that trade when you're green, but you're happy to hold it when you're red because you want to get back to break even. That's ridiculous. Are they going to move daily loss limit for live traders too? I doubt it. I would seriously doubt that. Unless you're Dakota. Maybe they'll do it for Dakota, but yeah. Yeah, I can't imagine them doing it. I really couldn't. It'd be silly. I know that if they, when they remove it, I'm going to add it right back on. I love the daily loss limit. Crazy town. People who want that removed are kind of crazy, in my opinion. Unless you have here's the thing. Let's just say you have an XFA and you got like 50K in your XFA. Maybe going from a $3,000 daily loss limit to $5,000. That seems okay. But if you're like, let me just take the whole thing out, you're a crazy person. I really don't agree with moving the daily loss limit. Yeah, I'm going to keep mine locked. Maybe I'll even tighten mine, actually, in my XFAs. Maybe I'll make it a little bit tighter since you can copy 5 now, right? What did Trader Page say? Helps my trading, also gets me excited again to try trade, take a longer break. Yeah, taking a break is always good. It's been a crap week for me. 59 days in my XFA and blew it along with a couple of combines. Best friend passed away yesterday, so I need to change things up, take a break, and get back into it next week. Sorry to hear that, Flyer Jim. Definitely take a break. I'm telling you, you take a break, everything's better. I solved a lot of my trading ailments with breaks. Longest break I took was about 6 months. And that's when I was like so frustrated, lost the luster, lost all the passion I had. Yeah, I was just like, okay, I'm going to take a long break. And then I really started to miss trading. I came back about 6 months. Should only remove it if you have solid risk management on each trade. I think that the risk management that you get from having the daily loss limit inherently is good. So I think removing it is kind of like, we'll see how that works for people, I guess. Rips, Dakota hit daily loss limit yesterday. Shoulder tap on Topstep TV. I think anyway, he has hit it a few days this week in his live. He does not talk about it on slow markets. I wish he would. Why? Let's start there. Why do you wish he would, Rupert? Is it your account? Is it your money? Why do you give a flip so much about what another man is doing with their live account? Why does it affect you? Why don't you focus on your own trades? Why would you care what is going on with Dakota's account and whether or not he's hitting a daily loss limit? Why are you pocket watching him? What is your obsession? What is wrong with you? I have a good idea. Why don't you, Rupert, go get a f***ing life, you f***ing clown? Get the f*** out of my chat too. Banned. Go get your red shoes on. Put your red nose on, you stupid f***ing clown. I wish he'd talk about hitting his daily loss limit because I hit mine too and I want to feel like, f*** you. Get the f*** out of here. Pocket watching f***ing clown. Get the f*** out of here. Go focus on your own little... Oh, man, I hate people like you. God. You are such a clown. Good Lord. God. I can't stand people like you. Yeah, he's banned. Don't worry. Never see that idiot ever again. Why doesn't he talk about his daily loss limit? What is wrong with you? Go focus on your own life, you loser. Good Lord. It's unbelievable. Good God. It's unbelievable. Why didn't you talk about it on slow markets? Get a life, dude. Get a life. All right, we're back. Back to center. Don't ever come here again. Just go get a life. Go focus on your own account. Stop focusing on somebody like Dakota. Go focus on your own life. Go focus on your accounts. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable that people care that much about other people's trades when it's like, why don't you focus on your own? I wish they'd talk about it on theirs. It's like you want Dakota to be more transparent. You're kidding me, right? People feel better when they see others failing. That is human nature. I never felt that way. When I see people winning, it excites me. I love to see people winning. I really do. I absolutely love to see people winning. 100%. He wants somebody to fail with. I agree. I agree 100%. They just want to see people failing so they feel better about their own failures. It's unbelievable. Get a mom joke in there. I love to see people succeeding. I really do. I really do love to see people succeeding. It turns me on. It makes me see what's possible. Like, that's one of the reasons why I think Dakota is so amazing. But if you come at Dakota, you're coming at me too. I will always have my friends' backs. I'm that guy. So if you ever come at a friend like that, you start talking smack and start talking about how they need to be more transparent, I'm going to come back at you. Don't come at my buddy like that. Up 2.6K in my practice account. Too bad I can't repeat this in comments. You can, Bob. I promise you. I promise you. Success turns you on, eh? Yeah, it actually does. I like seeing people win. I like seeing people succeed. I can't stand the toxicity that we have in this trading community. So I put my foot down like that. I can't stand it. Do you recommend AMP futures? Yes, I do. If you're going to trade your own money. But, you know, the only way that you should be funding that AMP futures account is literally with prop firm payouts. Take prop firm payouts, fund it into your AMP account. Don't do it from your own bank account. Prove that you can do this first. Prove that you can do it first. Dakota's one of the most transparent traders out there. He is, but again, you'll see it's still not enough, no matter what. Still not enough. Still people out there just will find anything to just... Especially a guy like a Dakota who could not be more humble. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I'll stick my neck out for Dakota. I'll be that guy. I'll be Mr. Angry Man. Don't come at my boy Dakota. I'm going to get you. And it's like, you have no idea how hard it is already. Going on Topstep TV, trading in front of people, and you have, you know, good 20% of people, every 2 out of 10 people is sitting there like, oh man, he's got to trade on. I hope that he loses. I hope that he loses. Well, why do you hope that he loses? Because I can't figure it out. Dude is the kind of person who watches NASCAR for the wrecks. Yeah, evil. Terrible person. I'm transparent. It's still not always good enough for people. I know, it's crazy, Nick. See, and like Coach Jay's in here. Give it up for Coach Jay. Nick Vertick's in here. The crew is in here. And, you know, they understand it the most because being on Topstep TV is hard enough. You have to be entertaining. You have to be knowledgeable. You have to know what you're talking about, know what you're doing. And then there's a whole subset of people that are in chat where they find it a sport, where they want to come at who's ever a guest on there. They're crazy people. They're miserable people. I can't even imagine what their living conditions are like. It's probably disgusting. The smell in their rooms is probably just horrendous. Holes in their shirt, drool dribbling down their chin. Disgusting excuses for humans. I can't even imagine what they look like. But they're there in Topstep chat. I hope they lose. And then they put on their McDonald's hat. And then they ride their bike to their job. And they say, would you like fries with that? Dang it, Dakota won again. Ah. Oh, goodness. Nick was trying to say short off the open. Now he's looking for a long 5 minutes later. I love those people. How dare you change your bias based on the order flow? That's terrible. It's crazy town. People talking about the house account. They can't trade the house account. Oh, no. Anyway. Well, we are at 600 likes here. We are 10 minutes from the open, so we better cook on those likes here. Let's get those likes cooking here. End the poll. I'll give you folks 5 minutes. 5 minutes to get to giveaway town. 45% say above, 32% say below, 21% say no clue, but happy Friday. That's 700 votes there. Being on Topstep TV is nuts. Plus, try to trade. It was a handful for me. Yeah, Flyer Jim, you were on there too. Give everyone that does it like Nick, Dakota Rips. Great respect. See y'all next week. Take care, Flyer Jim. Have a good weekend. Be restful. Be away from your screens. Take it easy. What is it with the trading community? There's so much toxicity for no reason. It's crazy. I talk to my wife about it all the time. It's like, I've never been a part of a community that is just so unsupportive and just like, it's weird. It is strange. There is so many miserable, sad sacks of garbage in the trading community. Just miserable, just the biggest losers you could ever imagine. Like, and it's not the majority, mind you. It's just like this little subset of like little gremlin losers. I just imagine them just can't even take care of themselves. They just take out all of their internal problems on the rest of the world, the rest of the trading community. I can't figure it out, so nobody else can. It must be a scam. Hey, there's my guy. 69. I'm going to Venmo that back to you, dude. You're so funny. $69. You're too funny. There's Coach Dakota in the building. Giggity, giggity. You're so funny. Coach DBA in the building. Don't come at him or I'll crack your head open. You don't come at my boy like that. It's my number one trading buddy. You come at Dakota, I'm going to crack your head open, buddy. Don't be coming at my boy like that. I'll freaking rip your head off. You know what's funny is that we're gonna have a meetup in Vegas for Topstep. There's gonna be some Topstep people out there. I could promise you, there's not gonna be any trolls in person. I wonder why that is. There's not gonna be a single troll in person, huh? I wonder why that'll be. It'll be so weird. Not a single one of them. It'll be crazy. Not a single one's going to show up. No way. Aw. And I wanted to meet you. Aw. Dang. What is the meetup? I don't know. It's maybe in September, October. We're still working out the dates, but it's going to be coming. Oh, good times. Come on, let's get those likes up. I really, 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 really want to stick around for the open here. We're having fun. What is the fee for opening and closing market trade? Let me show you the fee schedule. Commissions, where you at? What is it under? Tools, commissions, Topstep. All right, here it is. Zoop. There you go. $2.18 per side. So when you open and close a trade, it's $4.36 on the minis. On the micros, it's even cheaper, 71 cents per side. But 10 micros equals 1 mini, so it's actually quite more expensive. Is there a market on open like we have market on close at close? Yes, it's called Moo, M-O-O. Not even kidding, not trolling. It's called Moo. Market on open, Moo. Market on close, M-O-C, mock. Mocky moos. That's what it's called. Spastra. It's actually called Moo. Yeah, a lot of people think that's a troll. It's not. M-O-O, market on open. Moo. Order matching, baby. Rips Trading Live channel. What's the moo on the moo? All right, we're at 718 likes. We have, I'm going to give you 2 more minutes here. 2 more minutes. How long do the meetups last? We're still figuring that out. It'll probably be a multi-day meetup. Do some live trading in person, do some strategy sessions, and then do some fun stuff. Because if it's in Vegas, there's always fun stuff to do. Anyone looking at NQ short here? I mean, it's looking promising. We came back up to 657 there, which was that level that we were watching there off the open. Came back to that level, rejected, which technically is sound there. Ribs, how'd you like those MLB plays I sent you? I haven't bet in like a week and a half, so I didn't take advantage of them, James. But did they win? I'm assuming that if you're talking about it, they won. Nail biters? Yeah, you know what's funny is I haven't bet any sports in the last like week and a half. Been on a little hiatus. Haven't had any time to really plug in any plays. So meetup will be September, October, November, somewhere in that realm. We're still working it out. So good morning. I've been following you from Venezuela. Thanks for being so nice to the people that are following you. Yeah, just don't come my boy. I'll rip your head off. Ribs, on a serious note, any thoughts if Democrats start taxing unrealized profits? It's never going to happen. Never going to happen. They've been talking about that for a long time. It's never going to happen. Never in a million years. Because Congress trades. If they ban trading in Congress, then maybe we'll talk about that, but it's never going to happen. There's too much money flying around. Follow the money. Missed a 5-fight parlay this past weekend by one fight. Ooh. Oh, man, the UFC, was it 2 weekends ago? It was really good. I broke even on it. All right, folks, I got to wrap it up here. 746 likes. I try to do it every single time. I really do. I really try. I really do. Maybe on Monday we'll do a giveaway. But you know where to go, right? You know where to go. It's time for Topstep TV. Do a little rips rate over there if you want. Go ahead and drop the link in here. There it is. I'm going to trade in Discord. We'll see what happens. See if we can trade this open a little bit. But good luck, everybody. Have a great day out there. And don't come at my boy Dakota. I'll rip your head off. Have a good day. I'll see you back here on Monday. Have a good weekend.